Well, it's morning and sort of morning. So we had a little emergency this morning and I didn't film it, but it wasn't really an emergency. We just thought it was. So basically what happened is we came out here and we couldn't find the ducks. They were like gone. There's Tequila. They were gone. We couldn't find the ducks. I couldn't find them anywhere. Just to be clear, ducks are here. Okay? Ducks are right here. Ducks are over here. We've got our ducks. Right? We are fine with our ducks. We're fine. We have our ducks. Hi, guys. We have our ducks. We're fine. Hi. And we have Blue. Blue needs to be acknowledged. So we have our ducks. They're fine. Okay? They're here. They're fine. It's fine. But we couldn't find them. And we were literally looking everywhere. We're running all over the place. We were all up in behind the bush and walking along the line of the field looking for them. Because they're black ducks. We would see them if they were out in the field. Right? So we're looking and we can't find them. But we're looking and we're looking. Finally, it turned out they were way over here just beyond this wood pile. They were nestled down in there. They found a really good grub spot where there's a lot of good bugs and stuff, and they were really happy about it, but we didn't hear them, we didn't see them, so we were actually really worried about them, right? We were concerned, and we were concerned because we didn't know where they were, and I was worried about my ducks. So complete panic. Literally, I was panicking. You've never seen me really panic on video. And I was completely panicked. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we got all 6 ducks. They're all here. So I was like in a tizzy. Because I couldn't find my ducks. Yes, that's right, isn't it, Donald? That's Donald, and that's Daisy. But I couldn't find them. I was upset. It was upsetting me. I couldn't find my ducks. But then I found my ducks. It's okay. But I had my son, and then I recruited my dad, and I was basically like, guys, we are finding these ducks. I can't find my ducks. Everyone's got to look for my ducks. I was very, very worried about my ducks. So that's what I was doing because they're my ducks. And I was worried. What's Tequila doing? Tequila, did you find anything good? No? Just wandering around doing your thing? All right. She's in the trees over here. She's over by that tree. Just doing her thing. And I have an egg. Yay. Houdini's egg. Nice. Nice size egg. Sauron's in here. I don't see any duck eggs. That is okay. They're not laying right now. But that's what was that? That was just Sauron. But that was basically what was going on this morning, is we were frantically looking for the ducks. Or I was frantic. I was just making everyone else help me because I couldn't find my ducks. I worry about my ducks, and they do tend to come out and about earlier than some of the other animals. So, whoops. Close the gate properly. So the ducks do tend to get out and about a little bit earlier, which always has me a little bit concerned, but it was fine. The dogs were out here, nothing was going to happen, so it's fine. So, plan for today, got to make hot dog buns. My mom is coming for dinner. Hi. Not yet? No eggs yet? Okay. But my mom is coming for dinner, and we're going to make hot dogs, which means I need to make buns. Yeah, you guys aren't laying it. Sorry, it's windy, I know. It's windy out here today. Ducks are now going for a walk down the path. They're all going for a walk down the path, which is always cute to me. So that was our little, adventure this morning. And today we have to make hot dog buns because we don't buy store-bought bread. My dad likes store-bought bread, so he'll sometimes pick that up for himself, but I don't know. No, thank you. I make it myself. I also enjoy the process. So that's what I'm doing today. And that actually, well, I have to check on the baby bunnies. I have to check on Lucky. Have to get Lucky's cage cleaned up. So we have to do all of that because that's all important today. So we're doing all that kind of stuff, just the normal stuff, really. And we are going to be making probably potato wedges or French fries. Tristan hasn't decided yet. So we're just going for a walk. There's Tequila. But yeah, so that's what's going on today. Pretty much a whole lot of kitchen stuff. And obviously coming back out here to get more eggs later. Tristan gets the eggs from the bush. I don't go that far into the bush if I can avoid it. Except when I was looking for the ducks. So right now, the birds are all just hanging out down the path. They really like this path. So do all of us, really. But they're all literally just hanging out down the path right now. Out down there, so down the path. They like to hang out there. So that's what they're doing this morning. And the ducks, I think, are heading in their direction. Yeah, the ducks are heading off that way. But they're fine. We now know where they go. I just had a rock in my shoe. Because of course I did. Anyway, that is going to be it for us for this morning. We will pick it up inside where I have to make hot dog buns. The dough should actually be almost ready. I put the dough in a little while ago. So the dough should be almost done rising. So then we will shape our hot dog buns. Here comes my Tequila. What you doing, Key? Tequila is my best buddy. My best friend. She's the best friend. The bestest friend you could ever have is this girl. Because she's my girl. Right, Tequila? Yeah, good girl. She's a good dog. Anyway, it's really windy standing up on top of the septic field like this. That's what this big hill is, by the way. It's our septic field. And it's really windy up here. Anyway, that is going to be about it for us today. Because I don't feel like doing anything else. And it's windy and kind of not very nice out. It's supposed to get nice. Not today. I always seem to be saying that. It's supposed to get nice tomorrow. But it's not going to be nice today. Tequila, get out of the compost. Yeah, get your bum out of the compost. Yes, you're a bum. Come on, let's go. Anyway, we're going to go back to the house. Tequila is my shadow. No one will get in here with her on duty. Anyway, we're going to go back to the house. Worry about those hot dog buns. And there's Jake. And then check on the chicks. The one chick, Lucky, and the baby bunnies, because that's the plan for today. And I see Gwen, so I'm just going to wander over and see if she still looks pregnant. And the answer's probably yes, but we're going to go find out anyway. Don't use the flower bed as a litter box, you Dumbo. Seriously. Is she still pregnant? Yes, she is. She's definitely still pregnant. She's here using the... Anyway, cats are nonsense. We are going back inside to make buns so we can have hot dogs for dinner, right, Tequila? Because we always want hot dogs for dinner. Tequila loves hot dogs. So, let's go inside. Worry about that. Well, dough. I have to make hot dog buns. And this pan, by the way, I love this pan. It makes 10 standard size hot dog buns. So we're going to do that. I just cut it in half and then I start dividing dough kind of randomly. And these ones are a little bit too big, so then we just separate. There we go. Separate each half into 5. There we go. Same here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this one's a little bit bigger, so a couple of these smaller guys are going to get a little bit. There we go. Oh. I forgot to spray the pan. This is a fantastic hot dog form, by the way. If you want to make hot dog buns with any regularity, I do recommend you get an actual hot dog form. This makes fantastic hot dog buns. It's fantastic. I don't need that. Get out of my way. And I should have brought out the silicone mat, really, but... And then you really just roll into 10 cylinders and pop them in. It's literally easy. I love this pan. And then we got to let them rise probably for a couple of hours. The humidity's really low today, and humidity really affects how much your buns rise. So, yeah, I think I'm going to have to... Even my lips are dry. Like, my lips are so chapped lately. And it's because it's been not really... Usually we're a very humid area. That's why I can dry hatch my chicks. But lately, with the up and down in the weather and the volatility, it's just been really, really dry. And I wish it wasn't so dry because it's annoying, but what can you do about it? Nothing. And there goes the chicken. We have one black chicken, a Silky Roo, not Sauron, the other one. His name is Lonesome because he's always by himself. He likes to separate from the group. Right now he's just hanging out up here by the Christmas decorations that I swear I'm going to take down. We're going to do that tomorrow, I swear, or today. I have to do it. I can't leave that poor Rudolph inflating all year. We already took the big deer down only because he blew over in a windstorm. So, yeah. Some of them we have already gotten rid of. Down. But I still have to take down that other deer. I have to throw the husky out. That poor deflated husky. He doesn't work anymore. It's not worth trying to save them. We've tried before. Like, he's a $20 inflatable husky that we got at wherever we were at. I don't even remember. One of the stores we were at one year. And it's not worth trying to save them. Okay, that's what they look like pre-rise. We'll keep tabs on them through the day while I do some stuff. But I got to go clean Lucky's cage. I'm actually going to make Tristan do it. I'm going to make Tristan do it. I don't want to. So we're going to make Tristan do it. And then we'll film Lucky. We'll film the babies. That by then, hopefully, these will be done rising. In fact, I'm just going to turn the warm cycle on in the oven just to give them a little bit of a boost because they're going to need it. I also have to do another load of dishes because we have way too... I don't know how we ended up with so many dishes. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. I don't know what's going on or why we have so many plates. Like, I've hardly been eating this week because I haven't felt great. So I don't know who's eating all the stuff on all these plates, but whoever it is needs to stop it. There's like sinks full of plates. And like yesterday, I literally had a little bit of leftover rice. That's all I had. I didn't do anything for dinner. I was going to do like pancakes or something, but I wasn't feeling very good. So I don't know who's using all these plates. I'm blaming my two children because, it's not like we have a house full of 900 people. There's a limited number of people it could be. And we haven't had anyone over, so we can't even blame that because people have been on and off sick. So, yeah. People need to stop eating. That's just the way it has to happen. Anyway, there we go. My son's back from picking up parcels at the store. Anyway, we will come back when these are risen or when Lucky's pen is clean or whatever happens first. I really have no idea at this point. I don't know. I don't know what's happening first. I don't even know what's happening last. I'm a little discombobulated today. And there's Lucky, just disappeared under his heat plate. Lucky! We cleaned his pen here. Tristan cleaned him up. Hi! He's doing really well. He does still need his heat plate because he's only 4 days old. Yeah, he's only a few days old, so he needs his heat plate for the first 6 weeks. So if you are going to raise a singleton chick and you're going to do it long term, make sure he has a lot of attention and all the housing that he needs because 6 weeks, this pen would be too small for 6 weeks. But for just a few days, it'll be fine. He'll go out with the other birds as soon as they hatch. Hi. You're so cute. He's very cute, very cuddly, very sweet. We really, really love him. Let's go check on the rabbit since he's apparently done with me. He went back under his plate to sleep. Oh well. Well, they're 8 days old, and they're chonky. Look at this one. This one's the biggest. I suspect this one's a boy. I don't really know, but often if I've got one that's bigger than the others and the other two are roughly the same size, usually the bigger one's a boy. But you don't really know. Like, this one's really tiny. Not really tiny. They're all growing. They're all getting their fur. They all have nice plump tummies. They are all doing just fine. But basically, there we go. They want to be in their little hut. But basically, I've just got one that is quite a bit larger than the others. That could also be because she was actually with Capricorn for 3 days. And because she was with Capricorn for 3 days, it could be that they're actually a couple of days younger. That does happen because he could have bred her on day 1 and day 3. It's just she was not being that cooperative, so I left her in longer with him. So that's why they're a little different sizes, possibly. You don't really know. It just could be that one's a runt. It could just be that one is just that big. It could be that that's a boy and the other two are girls. I don't really know yet, but there are multiple explanations for why they might not all be exactly the same size. They are all growing. All we can do right now is hope for the best, hope they do well, hope they keep growing, and hope in about a week their eyes open up. Well, it's time to make hot dogs. Then we'll go back outside. But right now, we're making hot dogs. And what we do is I have turkey hot dogs for Tristan and my mother. And then I have spicy hot dogs for Rowan and I. We put them in these little things. And they come out looking like that. I'm going to show you what they look like when they're cooked. But they have all these little slices in them. So I'll show you that. Take these little hot dog smashers. You put them on the bottom. Give them a little press so they, go where they're supposed to go. Close them up. Give them a smush. Open them up. Hot dog. So I'm doing 4 chicken and then 4 of the spicy ones. Because that's what everybody apparently wants. So that's what I'm doing. Because Tristan prefers these. These are Butterball turkey franks, and he really likes them. And so does my mother. They're good. I like them too. But that's not what I'm having. I'm having these spicy hot dogs. So is Rowan. Rowan likes these spicy ones too. So these ones were in the freezer, so they might not want to smash quite as much. That's why I have this bigger one, because I smashed it too much. Oh dear. I pushed it down too far. That one will have to be mine. That one I smashed almost all the way through. See? Just like that. And it's gone off. So they're actually really easy to do. They're pretty simple. You just give them a press. And then you pull them back out. And then you throw them. I'm doing them in the deep fryer. And I'm doing them in the deep fryer. That's the wrong hot dog. I'm doing them in the deep fryer because, not the deep fryer. The toaster oven on roast. We have a fancy toaster oven. So we're doing it in the toaster oven on roast because they turn out fantastic. I'll show you what they look like. In the meantime, Tristan is working on the French fries. That's what he's got going on. He's going to double fry the French fries. And in the shot, we also have his iced tea because he likes to drink iced tea with his hot dogs. So that's what we're doing right now. Tristan's behind me putting dishes away. And I have to fry this one out. Usually you actually have skewers, but these ones are a little frozen, so the skewers aren't going to want to go through. So There we go. Anyway, I'm going to go throw those in the toaster oven. That's what's beeping at me. I'm going to go throw those at the toaster oven. We have our hot dog buns. I'll just show you. Tristan bagged them up for me. We have our hot dog buns. They're fantastic. I really suggest you do homemade hot dog buns. They're fantastic. So, those are ready to go. So I am going to, and Tequila's here ready for a hot dog. She loves hot dogs. So I am going to throw those in the toaster oven, and then we will come back and fix a hot dog and have some fries. Because, yeah, not eating those. Gotta cook them. Well, it's now time to do food. I'm going to get some ketchup and mustard, because that's the good way to do that. Ketchup and mustard is delicious. Slicing my hot dog bun, and yes, we slice from the top. And put that over there. And we're going to want mustard in here. Ketchup. We would have roasted hot dogs out on the fire, but that just wasn't going to happen. It's been kind of chilly the last few days. Hot dog. And that's how it looks. They really come out beautifully. They're fantastic. I need a little dish if we have any clean ones. We do not. Here, throw some French fries on there. It's for Grandma. And a little bit of ketchup. We can always get her more ketchup if we need to. But hot dog and fries, homemade, very fun. Excellent time. I am going to go give this to Mom. We still have to go outside and check for eggs and make sure everybody's accounted for. I'm still a little bit worried about the ducks. So we are going to go out and check on them, and I'm going to do a little duck head count just to make sure everyone is accounted for. Well, I live in Catland. I've got all these cats. All these cats. Only Bowser's missing, but she's not really missing. She's in the garage on the hay. So, dinner was fun. My mom was over. We made hot dogs, obviously. You just saw that. Roasted them in the oven. Not the oven, the toaster oven, because we can. And Arwen is here. The day's coming to a close. I'm not actually doing anything this evening. Today's been, hi, sweet pea. Aw, this is my sweet pea. This is my sweetheart. Yeah. This is my sweetheart. She's such a sweetie. Our ducks are accounted for, so I don't have to panic like I did this morning. So our ducks are all over there. I'll move up here. You can see them a little bit better. The hill's kind of in the way. But, yeah, they're all over there. Going for a walk. Going for a walk. This way. Yeah. All 6 of them accounted for. So we're good on that count, which is nice because I was really panicking. But I'm literally deciding not to do anything else. I did have a couple of things I was going to do, but I don't feel like it. I don't feel like it. Shadowfax is the muddiest mess in the world. Look at that. Look at that muddy mess of a pony. He's white. He's white. I swear he's white. Except he's not, but he is. Swear. Is he actually white? No. He's a Palomino Pinto. But, doesn't matter. Hi, guys. What are we doing with this on the floor again? Mira, is this you? Yeah, I bet it was you, Mira. I bet. I am sure, for sure, that it was Mira. Because Mira is a trouble. And Jabba. Yeah! Yeah! Are you guys my pretty chickens? Yeah. I love my chickens. Blue egg. Hi, Sauron. Sauron's over here. Sauron, hi. Hi, Saruman. That's Saruman, the rooster. I have lots of roosters. I got questions about why we have so many roosters. I happen to love roosters. Like, I'd rather have them than the hens. I know you need the hens. I know. You have to have the hens because you have to have the eggs. Without the hens, you're not getting any new babies. I know. But I really love roosters. It's like I love turkey toms. Like, look at this big guy. He's so beautiful. I think he's just adorable. I love them very much. I better check in here. The thing we have to do this weekend, we have to move this and get it set up for the rabbits to have babies. Because if we don't do that, what's going to end up happening is they'll have babies in the pen. And I don't want them to have babies in the pen. No eggs yet, ladies? Hello, gentle bum. He's a bit of a bum. The one roux in there is kind of weird, but he's not a bad guy. Okay, 2 eggs today in this pen. Not 3, which is annoying, but, you know, whatever. So here come the ducks. Here they come. Here come the ducks. I don't have any snacks right now, my guys. I really don't. Hi. Do we have any eggs in here? Probably not. No. I didn't think so. I thought I'd check. They're not really laying right now. But it's not been a bad day all in all. It was chilly this morning. It's not so bad now. It's warmed up a little bit. You want to see a chunky rabbit? Look at that black one. She's pregnant. And she's a wee bit chunksy. Wee bit. These 2 at the front are molting. So Trunk is at the back. She always goes, ducks. The ducks are following me. I might have snacks. I don't. Here's Trunk. The back there. I really don't, guys. They seriously think I might have snacks. I do not. I don't know. I'm getting stalked by ducks. That's fine. But we're going to call it an early night, at least for filming purposes, because I am going to go watch a movie with my kids. Hi, Zai. These guys aren't molting right now, which is good. And the other 2 are back here doing a thing. Yeah. Doing a thing. Anyway, it's been kind of a bit of a lazy day. I did make hot dog buns. And I checked on everybody. We got ducks. We got ducks. More of them are coming. I don't have snacks, guys. I don't. I wish I did, sweetheart. Yeah, I wish I did, Dahlia. But I don't. That's okay. Here comes the goats hanging out. But I am going to feed the chickens there. I'm not going to do that on camera because it's really hard to hold a camera and fill all the feeders and everything because I'm here by myself. Because my mom left and so did everybody else. So I'm by myself. And I am not going to try to fill feeders and film at the same time because it's annoying. So one chicken's kicking another chicken. It's actually really funny. It's funny because they kind of get possessive of the ladies they like, so they kind of give them the boot. It's really quite funny. Anyway, we are going to call it quits for the day. We'll go take a look at Gwen, who is definitely approaching her time to have her babies, which would be fantastic. I want them. I want those babies badly. Can't even tell you how much I want her kittens. I'm very excited because I love her babies. And this will be her last litter. And she's kind of getting wide. So there's Gwen. Looking a little wide. But that's okay. We want her to be wide. We want babies. Why is Vodka in the house? Vodka's in the house. I guess he decided to go warm up for a bit. Tequila's over there. It's not cold, but the dogs have free access to the house whenever they're like. It doesn't matter. They can go in and out to their heart's content. Anyway, that is about it for us here today. We really didn't do much. I made buns. I checked on the babies. Cleaned Lucky's cage. Other than that, we really didn't do anything. We just kind of hung out. Right? We kind of just existed. A lot of days, that's what you do. You just exist on the farm. And you pet Arwen. Because petting Arwen is always a thing. Anyway, that is about it for us here today at Andersen Acres. We'll see you tomorrow.